I've been on this extraordinary journey to parts of Britain I've never been to.
After 8 months on the road, Marco Pierre White's search for the finest British dishes is almost complete.
For years, people have knocked British food, but I've seen produce which makes you dream, makes you want to cook.
But he needs one more dish for his final all-British menu.
When I set out to create the Great British Feast, I had no fears that I could deliver something Britain would be proud of.
Marco's feast will be the ultimate showcase for the dishes he's chosen to represent Britain.
What's important for me is to present Britain at its best. So I've got a very big job.
Tens of thousands applied, and a lucky 220 have been invited for the meal of their lives.
Let's go, please, let's go!
The only time you feel pressure,
Nick, no. Bring it back.
is when you allow it to get the better of you.
Get more plates out, more plates out.
Sauce boats, please. Go! Take it, take it.
How many you got to go after this? Nick.
Go, serve, serve!
So can Marco do his country proud on the night?
I'm British, and one thing about the British is we always stand firm.
It's like the Titanic, sinking slowly with lots of casualties.
Marco has chosen a 16th century tithe barn set in 300 acres of Sussex countryside for his all-important feast.
You're gonna love it, Nick, seriously.
Today, Marco has brought his maitre d', Nick Mounier, to see it for the first time.
Jeez, very impressive.
The most impressive barn I've ever seen. And it's been restored beautifully. Amazing, eh?
It's a wow factor, isn't it? Wow.
I mean, look at that for a visual.
I absolutely love it.
It was built in 1067.
It's very Saxon, though, isn't it?
Weren't they the Normans?
They were, actually. Yes.
And where are you at, Nick, today?
Up to now, members of the public have had a hand in deciding what goes on Marco's final feast menu.
The diners at the Yew Tree had their tuppence worth. I think that's really important. Maybe I'd have done things a little bit different, but it was the diner's choice.
Although he loved their choice of fish pie for a main, Marco was surprised they opted for raw venison tartare as the starter and smoked eel as an appetizer. To avoid any further surprises, Marco has decided to complete the menu himself.
I think pudding, I have to step in. Because why should they have total control on everything?
That's true.
You know, let's not forget, it is our feast, and we are in charge. And I think when it comes to pudding, which is, in my opinion, the high point of the dinner, I think we have to start to dictate.
That's very exciting, isn't it? Do you have a favourite in there or not?
I don't know which pudding I'm going to do yet. Peter Messi's visual in a messy sort of way, but in a nice glass.
It's beautiful, isn't it, in that room?
I love scribbling.
Accompanied by Mr. Ishii, Marco is off to find a pudding.
As a child, puddings always looked so special. You know, your eyes would sort of grow. My dad used to make big egg custards, big trays of bread and butter pudding, big pies. And that's when I think of Britain, I think of puddings. No one makes a pudding like the British. Mr. Ishii, have you ever had creme brulee?
Yes, I have.
But in England we call it Cambridge burnt cream, and the French call it creme brulee.
Marco's en route to Trinity College, Cambridge, who claim the dish was first created there, meaning it would qualify as a British pudding.
I never had the academic capacity to get there, Mr. Ishii. So we're going in through the kitchen door, undercover. How exciting is that?
Yes.
Founded by Henry VIII, Trinity is one of Britain's most spectacular and famous seats of learning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Ian, the catering manager, Trinity College.
Lovely to be here.
Welcome, and I'm looking forward to showing you the creme brulees today.
And how often do you make them?
Every day.
Do you really?
We do indeed, yes.
Amazing.
One of the best-selling dishes on the menu.
And can I ask a simple question?
Yeah.
Did the French steal it from us, or did we steal it from them?
The French stole it from us.
Is that true?
Definitely.
Okay.
It was the Cambridge burnt cream originally. In the early 1700s, it was reported one of the chefs at Trinity College made a baked custard and burnt it.
Yeah, like an egg custard.
That's correct, yeah. And that was called the Cambridge burnt cream. In the early days, it was stamped with the college crest before serving.
In honour of Marco's visit, the college will resurrect this old tradition.
What's this?
Probably
Is this
here.
the brand?
This is the brand. It's something we've been developing for some time. It's the college crest, which has been embossed onto an alley sheet.
Looks like a gimp mask. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, should I, on TV? But it is very beautiful. And I tell you what I like about it more than anything, the romance. I will never write creme brulee again on my menus. It'll always be Cambridge burnt cream. Delicious. Really delicious. Very simple. 600 mils of double cream. Bring that to the boil. 5 egg yolks. 100 sugar. 1.5 vanilla pods. The reason why I use vanilla pods, it's a better flavour. It's the real deal. So the cream's scalded now, we just take it off and we add to our eggs. And there's our custard. Delicious, like a milkshake. Right, just fill the dishes with the custard in the oven, about 110 for 30 minutes. To have a delicate custard, flavoured with vanilla, with a caramel topping, is masterful. I mean, people think it's complicated, but it's not. So there's our Cambridge burnt creams, cooked perfectly. I always say, thin layer of sugar, glaze it, thin layer of sugar again, glaze it. Now, we'll do the second coating. If you want creme brulee that much and you want to make it that much, then you should go and buy a blowtorch. Otherwise, don't bother. So as you can see, very fine. But, you know, it's your choice. You want to put more sugar on, you put more sugar on. Delicious.
Coming up,
We have to deliver. That's the bottom line.
Marco looks to complete his final menu in time for the feast.
It is now 2 minutes to 3, Nicholas.
Okay, please, let's go, please. Let's go!
There's always an element of fear because anything could happen. And if you're not organised, you'll go down.
Marco's Great British Feast is just around the corner.
If the diners walk away feeling that they are truly proud to be British, that I've done my job.
He's on the hunt for an all-important pudding to complete his menu.
If we're all honest with ourselves, a proper pudding takes us back to our childhood. It reminds us of being young again.
Marco's considering serving Cambridge burnt cream, but is keen to explore other traditional puddings before deciding what to serve.
Knickerbocker Glory is the first pudding I ever remember eating.
So he's come to a famous ice cream parlour in London to relive those early memories.
Ciao. Hello, Aldo Marco. How are you? I've come from Knickerbocker Glory.
Come to the right place.
I remember as a little boy sitting in Notarani's cafe in Bridlington at the table, my mother having her espresso and me sat on my seat. But the Knickerbocker Glory looking me in the eye.
Marco's mother, Maria Rosa, died suddenly when he was just 6 years old, but she's had a profound effect on his culinary career.
It's like being that boy of 6 again. And you know what's amazing? It's almost the same decor. There's only one difference. My mum's not here, but in spirit she is. And what I love about Knickerbocker Glory, the layers. Jelly, ice cream, tinned fruit, it's magical. And you eat through the layers. So without realizing it is gastronomy at its best. Flavors, textures, concept.
One of Marco's trademark puddings is Eton Mess, and he's been considering it for the feast from the very beginning.
My inspiration for the Eton Mess that I do came from a Knickerbocker Glory. I took my inspiration from the first Knickerbocker Glory I ever had. Beautiful. So what I'm going to make for you is an Eton Mess. And I haven't made meringue for 30 years. 8 egg whites. 400 grams of sugar. At the end, you just put the juice of half a lemon in. Now what I've done is I've got a soft peak. Just put it into the piping bag, but try not to get any air pockets. So when you pipe, you get a nice run. Just put them in the oven, lowest possible temperature, and when they've dried, then they come out, and they're perfect. Take the tops off the strawberries. Some raspberries. It's not tradition to put raspberries with Eton Mess, but raspberries just give it that little bit of extra richness and that little bit of a punch. A little bit of sugar. The next stage, cream, icing sugar and vanilla powder. Cream. Double cream, of course. Approx. 500 grams, half a litre. 50 grams of icing sugar, half a vanilla pod, seeds, vanilla seeds. Oh, look at that fighting. I should make smaller recipes, it'd be easier. And there's our vanilla cream. So a few strawberries. Okay, then we just break up the meringue. Again, your choice. Big or small. And let's live in the real world. If you haven't got time to make meringue, buy it. Go down the supermarket. And then we take a little bit of pulp. So we've got our glasses which we've chilled in the freezer. You see, when I put the ice cream in, it just doesn't melt. I remember the first time I ever ate Eton Mess. I did enjoy it, but I thought it was a bit one-dimensional. I think the genius of putting a big ball of vanilla ice cream in the bottom of the dish was from all those years ago in Bridlington, when I first had my Knickerbocker Glory. The pulp. Be generous with your pulp. Put our mess on top, a nice sprig of mint, and the big bowl's for me.
Marco wants one more pudding option before deciding which to serve at his feast. With the big day approaching, time is of the essence, so he's looking a little closer to home for some fruit for a summer jelly.
We like beetroot. That's good value, isn't it? We charge about 12 quid for that in my restaurant.
You come to buy or come to chat? A bit of both.
Come to do business.
That's all right.
Your mother's giving me a hard time.
Is she? What's she saying now?
Oh, just giving me a hard time.
Yeah, see, nothing yet. She's going through the menopause like, we've got to ignore it.
I like your little girl. She's nice. Well, she's like her mother, isn't she? Cheeky but nice. Summer fruit.
That's me. That's my department, Marco. OK, these are nice. Try one.
I should have done that.
I like red fruits.
Yeah, I like raspberries too.
They're nice, aren't they? Nice scent.
I prefer those to strawberries.
Not enough colour.
They need to be left out for a little while
Yes.
in a warm kitchen just to sweeten.
That's right, he knows.
These are good.
You are, without doubt, the prettiest veg bird in the world.
Oh, thank
how
you.
sweet.
She is. Seriously, if I lived locally, I'd be here every day.
I'll take this
Right, we're
entire
charging
tray of
double,
raspberries. I'll take.
Double
We're going to make
bubble,
lots of
Marco.
portions, so we'll buy that.
Right, OK.
We'll buy this. And
Lovely.
we need some of these. There, I'll take all those. Mr. Ishii, lots of red fruit. There we are. Bye, girls. Give me a kiss goodbye.
Oh, so nice to meet you,
I'm a bit
darling.
sticky now.
Don't you shave?
Oh, no. Oh, come on, girl.
Come on,
Okay. Mwah. Mwah.
So what I'm going to prepare now is something very simple. Just red fruits in a rosé jelly. Breadcrumbs for garnish, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries and raspberries. Boil our rosé wine. 500 grams of sugar. It may look a little cloudy at this moment in time, but as it boils, it'll boil clear. So it's just going up to the boil now, and what I've got to do is just whisk 8 leaves of gelatin which have been soaked in water. You know, you can buy granules, it's the same, whichever your preference is. Just whisk it until it all dissolves. And don't think that your children will get drunk if you give it to them, because by cooking the wine, you're removing the alcohol from it. And there's our rosé wine jelly. So now we have to let that cool. So a tiny bit of jelly at the bottom of each one. And then what we do, jelly, fruit, jelly, fruit. So what I don't want to happen is I don't want to turn it out and it breaks because there's not enough jelly. And I'm just finishing it off with blackberries. What we do is just put them in the fridge until they've set up. So these jellies they've taken about 5 hours to set. And so what we've got to do is now take them out and then present them. I mean, this is where disaster can strike. Perfect. Jelly Royale. So there's our jellies. What we serve them with is a syrup of raspberries. Flood the plate. I don't like dribbles of sauces on plate. Yeah, I just think what's the point? Does it make it taste any better? And then just some mint. And there's our red fruits in jelly.
Marco now has 3 potential puddings and needs to pick one for his feast menu. And whenever there's a decision to be made, he heads to his beloved pub. This time, instead of asking a room full of diners to help him choose, Marco's opted for the safer option, Nick.
So, Nick, I think I know what your favourite is before you can taste it.
Yeah, I know you do. Let's see, desserts and my...
Cambridge burnt cream. Was that your favourite?
No, it's not actually.
What is it? Eat a mess.
Eat a mess. But the jelly as well. But I think eat a mess, for me, is the best.
Interesting. What I want to do with the pudding is take the diners back to their childhood. Because when we're young, pudding seemed so big, so delicious, so special. That's a big jelly.
Yeah.
That's for 2.
No, she's massive.
That's enormous. Need a forklift truck for that. That's terrific.
Jesus.
Okay, thank you, Neil.
Gorgeous. The thing is, it's very refreshing, isn't it? Is it going to be that size, boss?
Do you think it's big enough?
I think it's very big. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Very light.
Which do you prefer, the mess or... Look at that.
I'd prefer the mess. Like, I would only need a little bit of that after a big meal.
Do you like jelly? The red fruit jelly is delicious.
I do like jelly, I have to say.
Because that's more refreshing than your mess.
It would be, yeah. It would be.
So you're saying you prefer the jelly than the Eton?
If I was drinking wine, then the jelly, definitely. Gorgeous.
Is that nice?
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I've had enough sugar.
Sugar rush.
With no clear favourite, it's down to Marco to be decisive.
I don't know. Creme brulee.
What do you think we should serve?
Cream. It's a hard one.
Well, why don't we just serve all of them?
I think that would be a great idea.
Just press it down the middle of the plate.
Could you imagine that'd be brilliant, and then everyone just scoops off themselves, family style. That'd be beautiful. Yeah.
Just give them a big spoon.
Yeah, brilliant.
Let them do it themselves. Make your life easier.
Oh, fantastic.
Just drop them in the middle of the table. And simple.
Having bitten the bullet and added 3 puddings, Marco's menu for the feast is finally complete.
And how easy would that be for you, though?
Well, you do one nice size jelly, say 4 portions.
Yeah.
You do one nice size creme brulee. You do one nice, you do
That's a
one
good idea,
margarita
actually.
mess.
Because that would be enough for 4 people, wouldn't it?
Yeah, as a taster.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Do you have to burp?
Sorry, that was the beautiful jelly going
Is that the
down.
beer?
No, it's the jelly, boss.
Coming up,
If we don't get it right on the day, then it was a pointless exercise.
the day of the feast finally dawns.
It's time to get a walk.
After 8 months on the road, and with not 1 but 3 puddings on the menu, Marco's finally ready for his feast.
We have all the pieces to the jigsaw, and they're now all slotting into place. The last piece of that jigsaw was the pudding.
But his journey isn't quite over yet.
Stunning, isn't it?
So put your boots on,
I
Nicholas.
know. Well, the ground's pretty hard, boss.
What feast is complete without wine? The problem for Marco is he's hosting a British feast.
Turbo, hang on.
Look at them.
I'll do my bicycle trick.
I first tasted British wines 20 years ago, and I wasn't very impressed with them.
Have you walked around an English vineyard before?
No, first time ever. Do you know that? I'm really
Nice, isn't
very
it?
impressed. It's beautiful.
Over the last few months, I've spoken to 1 or 2 of my friends, and they say, Marco, some of them are okay now. They're quite good. You'll be shocked.
Glorious.
Determined to give British wines a fair crack, he's brought Nick to the Chiltern Valley Vineyard in Oxfordshire to see if there are any wines good enough to serve at the feast.
It wouldn't be a British feast without British wine. And if I can't find a wine that's good enough, then they'll be having cider and beer.
Nick Berger is the wine manager, and he has a sparkling English wine that he believes could rival the best champagne.
People on the whole have a very poor opinion of English wines.
I think that what we're trying to do here is to show that English winemaking is some of the best in the world now.
Thank you, sir.
Marco, would you like a glass?
I'd like not quite so much.
Mousse.
Do you like that, Nick?
Lovely mousse, isn't it? Good, shows a good quality, doesn't it? The mousse and the bubbles.
Thank you.
Beautiful. That is glorious.
And I think to sit under a tree in the English countryside, drinking English sparkling is quite delicious. What do you think?
Very impressive, actually. Beautiful.
I think for the start, I think people will be very impressed with that. I mean, I think people will be shocked it's English.
Yes.
Actually,
I think that's the truth.
Surprised by what he's discovered, Marco's keen to try another.
This is again a blend, Madeleine Angevin Reichensteiner, and it's
more flavour in this one.
I could do a glass of that
Definitely.
with my fish pie. It's good, isn't it? It's easy drinking,
Very easy.
especially if you're not paying for it.
Especially if you're not paying for it, exactly.
Oh, you'll be gargling,
You'll
won't
be-
you? What's the rosé like?
It's the rosé that Marco's really come to see, as it's a key ingredient in his jelly for the feast.
The jelly has caused me complication because I always make the red fruit jelly with the rosé wine from my mother's village.
I'd like your opinion on this, Nick.
I can't use the wine from my mother's village because it's not British. So I've had to find an English rosé, and that's not easy.
Well, the colour's amazing, isn't it? That's going to go great with the jelly of red fruit, isn't it? Look at that, boss. Wow. I've never tasted rosé like that before.
I don't like it.
Why? Because it's earthy.
It's not to my liking.
It's quite, is it earthy? Not sweet enough.
Marco's not keen, but determined that his dishes will be all British. If he can't drink it, at least he can cook with it.
But for dessert, it might just do the trick to prepare your jelly.
Yeah, because you put sugar in, you see, yeah.
The sweetness of the jelly.
But I'll still go with it, because I think for the jelly with the sugar, I think it'll be good.
I think so.
It's been a successful trip. Marco's jelly is now 100% British, and the diners at his feast will have more than just beer or cider to drink.
OK, to the Great British Feast.
Marco. Cheers, James. Cheers.
After months on the road, the climax of Marco's culinary journey is just 24 hours away.
We've travelled every corner of Britain. We've met lots of individuals, seen lots of produce. And if we don't get it right on the day, then it was a pointless exercise.
In this ancient barn in rural Sussex, Marco will host his British feast for 220 diners.
See, I think that's a good size, man. So when they pick it out, they get a real piece of fish. Does that make sense? I never get nervous. I leave that to the people around me.
One person with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders is Nick Mounier, who will take charge of a team of 32 waiting staff.
There's always an element of fear because anything could happen, you know? Yeah, but that's what happens. You've got to be organised. That's the key. And if you're not organised, you'll go down.
Marco and his kitchen team are all set for the big day tomorrow, so have left Nick to it.
Well, I think what's interesting is realisation has dawned on Nick.
Yeah.
When he turns down a pint, you know he's on the ropes.
Is he turning it down? He's too busy.
To create a real sense of occasion, Marco wants butler service, where each diner serves themselves at the table from a shared platter.
Nick's going to have it tough because he's got butler service. So he's got to put down 220 plates every time and then bring out the food, and in their own time they're going to serve themselves. And I think Nick will struggle tomorrow. I think he'll be in trouble.
The last time Nick supervised a butler service was over 20 years ago at a state banquet for Margaret Thatcher.
I'm just hoping that the service lives up to the food element, so that would be my main concern.
We have to deliver. That's the bottom line. We have no option.
Tens of thousands of people applied for a place at Marco's feast. Now a lucky couple of hundred have the chance to sample his completed all-British menu.
It's very pretty with the herbs. It works very well. Everything seems under control. But you know, every hour we advance towards the feast, the pressure will increase. It always happens. People's nerves start to wobble. It's very nice I could have dinner in here. It's beautiful. The calm before the storm. A fish pie is a fish pie. What I'd like to think is that we can give them the best fish pie they've ever had. When we give them a Cambridge burnt cream, it's the best they've ever had. A jelly, the best they've ever had. An Eton mess, the best they've ever had. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, cooking for 4 people is easy. Cooking for 220 is not easy. It's time to get a walk. That's the reality. If you're going to lead the troops, you've got to lead them from the front. You've got to look like that warrior. You've got to be brave. Because to do what we're doing today, you have to be brave. You can't bottle it.
Marco and his chefs are working flat out to get everything ready in time. For Nick, with 32 waiting staff to brief, time is fast running out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Over here, please. OK, you all fit in? My God, there's loads of you. Good. OK, guys, good afternoon. How are you all? Thank you for coming. So, obviously, this is the big feast day for Marco.
expectations are huge. The first course will be smoked eel with new potato salad. Once everybody's happy to go, we'll then line up in the kitchen, and then Marco will say, go, go, go. Do not go until he says go, okay? If there's any complaints from any customers, please come and see myself. Don't go in yourselves, because he won't even acknowledge you, all right? Even though he's a nice man, but when he's in his zone and he's busy, he won't talk to you. I'm daunted by the fact that, you know, there's a lot of people coming in. You want to do it the best to your ability. I've got a completely new team that I've never worked with before. It's daunting because obviously you want to do your best for Marco and the boys, you know, because there's always that sort of friction between the front and the back. And if I don't do a good job, they're going to blame me for the, you know, for the way the food came out. It didn't go quick enough.
Nicola, how many sauce boats have you got for me?
You got 6, Marco.
So you've got 27 tables to serve and you've got 6 sauce boats. Nice. Did you order them?
I liaised with...
Come here, 10. Where's the chives? Tim, you're saying yes, but nothing's happening.
Inspired by Marco's culinary journey, diners are arriving from every corner of the British Isles to sample his dishes.
I'm expecting to eat a lot. I'm expecting to have to adjust the belts on my jeans. And I love the fact that it's hunting and then serving the food, bringing it back to basics. And hey, with the way things are going, maybe we'll all have to be doing that soon.
Well, I've known Marco since his first days at Harvey's. I followed his career through all his restaurants, and this is a very exciting event to see what he's up to with British food. I'm just very looking forward to it.
But for one guest, Marco's menu will be a challenge.
The last time I ate meat was about 17 years ago. I must have been about 7 or 8.
After seeing Marco in action, Rachel Burke had a change of heart and is considering trying meat.
I like his philosophy and the way he thinks about things in general. I think it's very admirable.
With so much expected of him, Marco's keen to get his first dish, smoked eel, out on time.
Nick, have you got the creamed horseradish?
Yes, Marco.
Where is it?
Just here, Marco.
Where?
Just here, Marco.
Yeah, but it's not in a sauce boat.
Yes, Marco.
It is now 2 minutes to 3, Nicholas.
Yes, Marco. Can someone bring those sauce boats over, please? Those sauce boats. Sauce boats, please. Over here, please. Over here, please.
Nick.
Yes, Marco.
The sauce boats have got no horseradish in yet.
Yes, Marco. I didn't realise that he was serving horseradish. He didn't say that. Fucking chefs, unbelievable, aren't they?
Coming up.
Go, Nick.
Let's go, please. Let's go.
The moment finally arrives for Marco to serve his dishes to 220 people.
Nick, no, I didn't say go with it. Bring it back.
Fuck it.
But will he succeed in creating a great British feast?
Licking back plate clean, practically, it's delicious. It's firm, smoky, excellent.
A bit of meat would have seemed more appropriate for a feast.
After 8 months discovering the very best British dishes, the big day has finally arrived for Marco Pierre White to serve them at his great British feast.
Get more plates out, please, Tim. There's no small job when you're doing this number of people.
Now, obviously, the feast starts. So this is where we've got to show what we can do now. The first course will be the first lesson and how the whole day is going to go. So I'm looking forward to it. It's good. Marco, everybody's seated.
How many we've got to go after this?
With over 200 expectant members of the public seated and ready to eat, all that's left is for Marco and maitre d' Nick Mounier to serve the first course.
Okay. When are you taking the food?
Yeah, we're going now. Are you ready?
Yeah, they're the 2 10s, the first 2 of the 10s.
Okay, please, let's go, please.
First up, Marco's serving his appetizer of smoked eel with a potato salad, served with a horseradish sauce.
It tastes really fresh. It's not chewy, it just melts in your mouth. Perfectly seasoned. It's heavenly, really.
I think you always imagine jellied eels. You've got to suck it off the bone and all that. It always turns my stomach. But this is
Lovely, it's firm, smoky, excellent.
Nick, no, I didn't say go with it. Bring it back. Go. Go.
8, let's go, please, let's go! Take it, take it.
Nick.
Yes, Marco.
How you doing?
Nothing, Marco, everything's fine.
But as the diners tuck in, there's a problem. Nick's miscalculated the number of boats needed to serve the horseradish sauce, leaving some people short.
Nick, are you giving them creamed horseradish?
Yes, Marco. So far, so good?
You get the horseradish at the same time as the...
You didn't get no, no.
I love it. No, we got it afterwards.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry about that. Did we get your horseradish cream? Oh, that's fine, that's fine. It's all part of the... It's normal. So, exactly, all part of the experience.
I think we've sunk Nick, don't you? It's like the Titanic. They're sinking slowly with lots of casualties.
Did you get your horseradish cream?
No, we have potato horseradish.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
How's it going, Nicholas?
Apart from my mistake on the horseradish cream, Marco.
Did you tell them to order you 27 sauce boats?
I didn't know we were serving horseradish cream on the side, Marco.
Did it say it on the menu?
It says horseradish cream, Marco, yes.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to do, self-service?
I apologise, Marco.
Don't apologise to me, there's 220 of them waiting. There's 200...
Okay, now I took my pants down.
Oh. You're on camera, Nicholas. Is that necessary? Have you cleared? Have you got your plates down? Come on, Nicholas.
Despite Nick's small mistake, the smoked eel has whet the diner's appetite.
Tim, get the tartare out, please.
And Marco's keen to dish up the starter of raw venison tartare, served with Melba toast, as quickly as possible.
Nick, how many waiters have you got ready for me?
I have 27, Marco. Service, please. Don't be afraid. Let's walk up.
For 24-year-old vegetarian Rachel Burke, this is the moment she's been anticipating. Inspired by Marco's journey, she's considering eating meat for the first time in 16 years.
I'm really nervous now, to be honest. The thing is, I really want to do it, and I know if I don't, I'll kick myself when I get home. But I'm just feeling a bit apprehensive at the moment.
The flavour's very intense. There's a sort of almost pickled flavour to it, but lots of other flavours. So it's really tasty.
It tastes gherkin, I think. Gherkin is in it.
It's very nice, actually. I never thought that I'd eat raw meat, but I'm enjoying this.
It feels bad to say it, but it's... Well, I was worried it would taste really raw, but it doesn't. It's not what I would... It's not bloody, or it doesn't taste like it needs cooking. It's quite nice. It's fresh, and I'll definitely eat that again.